I think we're live. Oh yeah, we are. What's going on, everyone? Kind of starting a little bit out of the blue today, but yeah, you know, we missed our office hours yesterday because we had some other stuff going on, but we're here. So welcome to another Rokoko office hours. I'm Sam Lazarus. I'm the creative director for Rokoko. And, you know, today we're just going to be making a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle scene, having some fun, getting back into Cinema4D, playing around with Maya, you know, making some motion capture. We've been in Unreal so much recently, I thought, let's get back to our roots. Let's get back to Cinema4D. So I'm also just going to make sure that, I think I might have, did I screw this up? Am I actually live? What's the deal? I can never tell. It's so confusing. It's not that confusing, but it's confusing for me. We live. It looks like we live. Let's go in. Oh yeah, we live. So yeah, you know, and this is just a time when we're here and we're, you know, you can ask questions. And normally this is, again, Thursdays at 11 a.m. But today we're getting after it right now. And I'm going to turn down the music a little bit. But yeah, let me know if the music's too loud or anything. And I'm also, you know what I'm going to do? Chat that is not here yet, which makes sense because I just kind of popped up this stream out of the blue. But we did have this webinar. We do a webinar every once in a while. We're going to do more of them, I think. And we always make the recordings available for everyone who attends, but I'm going to put this link when last Wednesday webinar. Boom. So you can go check out the webinars. We give out a bunch of stuff. We gave out a full performance capture suit. Gave out a discount. Check it out. We don't usually make the webinars public, but we make them unlisted so people can catch up on them afterwards. And yeah, so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you know, let's get after it. I basically found a good Leonardo. He was my favorite. As an oldest child, I connected with Leonardo because he kind of had that energy of like responsible older child who ruins things for everyone else. That was kind of my vibe. So I always connected with Leo, and we're just gonna do like Leo hanging out in a tunnel, dancing to music, or I don't know. We're just gonna have some fun, and I just thought we'd just kind of cruise it. When will Rokoko be available for indies? It is kind of available for indies. Hey, arithmetic. Sorry, it's like tiny text on my second screen. Arthritic. I know that vibe. But yeah, I mean, we are kind of indie for indies, you know? If that's what you mean, indie creators. That's kind of who we target, you know? We're the most affordable mocap suit, even though it's expensive. $2,500 for a suit. It's a lot of money, but it's all relative, right? So it's a lot cheaper than the next tier up, which is about 5K, 7K, 10K. But we do have a free AI motion capture tool that you can go play with right now. Vision.rokoko.com, completely free, single camera AI mocap tool. It's okay, you know, it's beginners kind of mocap, but you can get a plus subscription. We have a subscription tier that allows you to use 2 camera, and that gets better AI mocap, so you can kind of dip your toes in. And you can go download Rokoko Studio right now. Let's open up Rokoko Studio. But you can go download Rokoko Studio for free. It's completely for free. It's completely free. Go download it, check it out, see what you think. You can check out the workflows. It comes with sample projects. You can use all the mocap in the sample projects for anything you want. Let's blast me with some light here. But yeah, you can go download this program right now. You go to samples, check out the whole workflow. Good point. Arthritic, that's fair. Maya, certainly. Cinema4D, I consider an indie software. We could do it in Cinema4D. I just prefer not to because I want to show like a higher level workflow. Lots of indies work at a higher level too, you know? So I feel like we have lots of Blender tutorials on our channel as well, and Unreal tutorials, so which are all free. So I'm not gonna take that because we do support indies. We do out of all the mocap people. So feel free to respectfully disagree, but go check out our Blender live streams if you want. Go check out our Blender tutorials if you want to know how to use mocap in Blender. We support all that stuff. So there you go. Okay, let's get into it. Let's start making some motion capture. Let's create a new project. Call this 23/11/17 office hours. TMNT. Boom. Okay, so I normally used to start, you know, in my mocap suit, but I like to put it on from the beginning to show how easy it is to hop in and operate it as a single user. So let's get in our suit, turn it on. Woo! Gotta up my camera a little bit here. Joink! Boom! We got our Smart Suit Pro 2. We're gonna be using a Smart Suit Pro 2 and smart gloves today. Take off my watch because I don't like it bulking up under my suit. Yeah. And yeah, again, you know, speaking of indie creators, usually they're solo operators. A lot of the other motion capture systems are, you know, a lot more difficult to use as a solo operator. So, you know, one person can hop in a suit in their bedroom and get after it by themselves. Takes about a minute to hop in the suit. Yeah. There we go. Boom. Done. In our suit. Yeah. Yeah. Ready to go. And maybe we'll do a Cinema4D workflow alone as well. Okay, so that was it. Takes about a minute to hop into the suit. Super easy. Throw on our gloves. Gloves plug into the suit directly, so we just have a little standard battery pack that powers the whole thing. All works off of Wi-Fi, so you don't need like a million GoPros or iPhones or whatever to get it all working. You just need your Wi-Fi router and your laptop. I'm gonna put on my sexy headband right here, which I hide with my beanie normally. Just looks a little bit less silly. My crazy hair, mushroom hair. Okay, there we go. Let's plug in our gloves. Yeah. Glove 1. Glove 2. And I won't, you know, I miss my music. I want my nice little music that we have going in the background, but over-ear headphones will mess with my head sensor. You know, so you got to play. There's some limitations when it comes to inertial motion capture. One of them is like, you know, having electronics right near the sensors can kind of mess it up. So I'm not going to be wearing that. Let's plug in, and I should just kind of pop up in my scene right here. Dima, what's going on? Dima, if you check out the webinar link that is actually up above, we have a discount in there. So normally, again, we don't really make those links. You know, you have to come to our webinars, and we usually offer discounts. We did a bunch of raffles, gave out a full free suit, gave out a bunch of these guys which are unbelievable. Face capture, our new head rig, which is so great. Again, super cheap relative to the market. A couple $100. Next one up is I think 600. And then it goes up to like 1,200. But yeah, if you come to our webinars, we always have discounts and we do those raffles. And if you check out the link that's in the chat, you can find the discount link. But we're not doing an official Black Friday discount or anything. But I think it's 15% off actually. So go check it out. I thought, why not? It's unlisted, but it's good. And it's kind of got a whole overview of the Rokoko system as well. Okay, so I plugged in my suit, but nothing is showing up, and that's because I'm not on the right Wi-Fi network. Got to connect to the offline router that I have. I have a, $40, $35 router that I got from Staples with a 5G network that is offline, which means it's not connected to the internet. So I have Ethernet going to my computer, and that's handling all the, YouTube video stuff, right, which is a lot of bandwidth. And so if I was going to use the same Wi-Fi network to do my live streaming and to record my mocap, I would have less bandwidth for the mocap and I'd have worse performance. What's going on, Alberto? Good to see you. We're doing Leo. Leo's my guy. But put in the chat who your guy is. It's just a different color face mask away. We could do Mikey, but I think we're gonna do Leo because I love me some Leo. So I'm gonna add an actor profile. Actor profile just stores my height data. It stores my wingspan, things that make the motion capture a little bit more accurate. And as soon as I drag my suit onto our actor profile, do one calibration pose. Our calibrations, it started doing this like weird freezing thing where I don't know what that is. It like freezes after the calibration, but you can see, there we go. Yeah. Full. And so if anybody, we could do some pizza. I wasn't even thinking about adding pizza, but I'm sure it'd be easy to get some pizza and integrate pizza. I was thinking for this, what we would do is like, as of so much of the stuff I do, pretty basic, I think it's just like Leo standing at the end of a tunnel, like with his swords, and then maybe like bobbing along to some music, and then like doing some like punching, like boxing practice stuff. But also put some, if anybody wants to see any specific motions, you want to test out the suit, see what it can do, put it in the chat, and I'm happy to kind of try and break the suit. That's always the goal of doing it live, is like seeing how badly we can screw up the suit, because that's real. So this is not using the coil, Marcus. This is just straight up Smart Suit Pro 2 over Wi-Fi. Which looks awesome. I mean, the coil is great. I love the coil, and actually, I'm going to be making some content with the coil later today. Coil's like coming along. It's looking so good. And the coil fixes things like this. It fixes problems like this. You can see with inertial motion capture, if I clap my hands, this is like super common, that you won't be right on target for things because of lots of different reasons. Because of a little drift over time, which is what happens with inertial mocap, with just kind of, because all my sensors don't actually know where they are in space, they only know how they're rotating, and then we're reconstructing this body that you're seeing, the avatar, on the back end, because we know how a human being is built, right? We know where each sensor is on my body. So we can do this approximation of the movements I'm doing, but it's not one-to-one. And so the coil is gonna make that it's gonna make that a lot better. So that's the coil. But no, this is just straight up Wi-Fi Smart Suit Pro 2, which is what I have always used and I love. So I think it's like, the coil is not a necessity, I would say, as great as it is, and it's kind of an extra, right? It's an add-on. I always think of the coil. Okay, unless people want to see specific things, I'm just gonna do my thing and make some motion capture for the scene I have in my head. But if anybody wants to see anything specific, just let me know. Okay, and I've got, of course, some props. Leo's got 2 swords, so I'm just going to use the sheath as the second one. And we're just going to do, like, standing at the end of the corridor menacingly. Let's go. Basic. It's basic stuff here. We're doing basic stuff. So that's one clip down. Now I'm just gonna do like bobbing my head, because I think I'm just gonna have like a couple different cuts of Leo just doing things. And also he has the flapping little tassels of his headband going off to the side, so that's gonna be like dynamic and cool. But let's record just like bobbing our head now. You know what I might... Yeah. I thought about doing this all in one clip, but I don't think we're going to do it that way. Okay. So often it's funny, you get a, you know, so show some ninjutsu. I think, yeah, okay, I will show some ninjutsu. Because we gotta do some ninjutsu. How does, they kind of jump on rooftops and they like pose really coolly. Maybe I'll do something like that. But I think I'm just gonna do, yeah, maybe we'll do like, I do not know any katas or martial arts, really. I gotta get my brother in one of these suits. He can actually do some stuff. But I'm gonna fake it and, you know, do some new ninjutsu. I always do like the suit makes me feel like I am a cyber ninja, so I am in the right mind space for it. But let's do some ninjutsu. Let's do some, like, kung fu vibey things. And then we'll just do like some I don't know. Kind of lame. And then maybe we'll do some, I'll do like, I'll attempt, okay, I'll try and do a little ninjutsu-y more vibe. Here, let's go. That's how ninjas do it, right? Let's see how, let's check out some of our clips here. Gonna let this process. And of course, getting the best out of your Rokoko mocap means doing a little bit of foot cleanup, which we can do on these clips. Looks pretty cool. That's not bad. I mean, this looks kind of cool. That looks really good. I mean, come on. That does not look good. The kick didn't look good, but That's pretty sick. Look at this. Pretty good balance. Looks great. That looks fantastic right off the bat. I can't box. So it's all... Man, nothing really teaches you how you can't move more than putting on a mocap suit, because you try doing these things and you realize, like, acting, having these talents of being able to do like cool stuff is talent. Like I always kind of didn't have as much, like I was always on the, you know, behind the camera when I was working in film and stuff, and you know, there's kind of a natural split between the actors and the crew. But man, actors are amazing. It is such a skill. It's so difficult to do. You know, dancing, all of that is like so essential to get good performers if you want good performances, which seems really obvious, and it becomes way more obvious when you try and start doing stuff yourself and you're like, I'm not graceful, you know, I cannot move well. That being said, this looks pretty darn good, and honestly, like that's like enough for me. If anybody wants to throw out, maybe I'll do one. Let's do another, we'll do another calibration pose. Oh, it's only the first calibration pose that's like being weird. Yeah, and maybe we'll just do like Leo dancing. The motion is smooth. No, this is just, no, welcome Bubbles. This is just, you know, using an offline router. It's so important to have good Wi-Fi. It just matters so much. You need, you know, the suit works off of Wi-Fi. And so, you know, I have a dedicated router in my room. Again, I'm using Ethernet on my laptop. This is all running off of a laptop, but I have Ethernet going to my laptop. That's handling YouTube. Very important. And then the mocap is only on my offline router that's in the room. So the Wi-Fi router, if I was using Wi-Fi for the internet, that's not in this room. So it would be going through walls and stuff. Oh, pizza eating. Good idea, Alberto. Oh, okay. Yeah. We got to do spinning the pizza, like on the finger. Okay, yeah, that's so key. Thank you, Alberto. But no, yeah, this is just Wi-Fi. This is not coil. This is just straight up Rokoko Motion Capture Smart Suit Pro 2 gloves and offline Wi-Fi router. I cannot stress how important having good Wi-Fi is for Wi-Fi based mocap, which again seems obvious, but like if Wi-Fi is good enough for my Instagram and my YouTube and my 4K, you know, Disney Plus watching or whatever, why can't it be good enough for the mocap? And it's because this, you know, does need a little bit more bandwidth, and so it's just really important to have that offline router. Okay, let's do yeah, the pizza thing. That is, mwah. Excited pizza dance. We could try and let's do some more with the pizza. You know, when he's cutting it up in the first movie, so good. We're not gonna do that because it's gonna be like too complicated. I just want to keep this simple, but I could do catching the pizza on my sword. Pretty good. And then maybe we'll do some, actually, no, of course, we should do some sword, like, doing sword moves ninjutsu, because it's Leo. Let's do that. Wouldn't be TMNT without pizza. Throwing pizza fight? I mean, come on, let's do it. Why not? Can't waste the pizza. Might as well eat it. Okay. Looking good. Maybe we'll kind of call it there. I think we'll just call it there. Let's get into it. Rokoko does not have a solution for prop tracking, but we are planning to add one with the coil. We're going to eventually, and it's not going to be, we're still getting the coil out the door. That's our focus right now. But eventually there'll be individual trackers for the Coil Pro. And the Coil Pro is a system that basically does absolute positional tracking. And so there's going to be tiny bead sensor things that you're going to be able to track within the sphere of influence of the Coil Pro, and you'll be able to attach those to props. So that'll be prop tracking eventually, but it's not here yet, and I don't even want to speculate about when we'll have it. Hopefully, maybe the end of 2024. But yeah, no prop tracking. Man, I love the Move.ai prop tracking. It's pretty crazy, like the soccer ball stuff that I've seen. Wish we had a solution for that. We don't. The only prop tracking that you could do, in theory, with the coil, which is coming out sooner, is the coil tracks gloves in absolute position. So you could take a glove and you could put it on a prop, I guess, and you could track it that way, but it's hacky and jury rigging. I just wouldn't even bother, because it's just, you're going to end up doing editing anyway, especially when it comes to props sometimes. So it's a bummer we don't have it, but yeah, there's a way around it, kind of. Okay. I think that's pretty good. I think we'll call it there. So I'm going to unplug. Boop. I'm going to unplug my glovies. Let's take these glovies off. I'm going to square up my... Take that guy off. Unzip. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of the whole... Interesting, Bubbles. Is there a reason? Well, I mean, so... I don't know why. That's interesting. A webcam on it. I mean, you could. Yeah, you can do anything. It's a piece of hardware, right? It has nothing. There's nothing electronic about this thing. It's just a head rig. It's just it has an iPhone mount on it, but you could, in theory, you could unscrew this mount and you could add a mount of your own if you wanted, I guess. You could put a GoPro in here pretty easily. And the other thing that I love about this is that it is completely software agnostic. Yeah, you could totally. Couldn't you do that with an iPhone though? Or is that offline? I just saw the new AccuFace release that they did, which is really cool. Let's do one of those. Let's do one of these. Boop. But yeah, you can kind of do whatever you want with it, right? You could totally put I don't know. But you could, yeah. You would just have to have the wire go down it or something. Yeah, you don't have an iPhone, right? That's the bummer. Can you use an Android with the AccuFace thing? AccuFace is really cool. They just released a big new update. And it does a good job of the hard thing about the iPhones. It's super annoying. We do not. It's not a good thing that you need an iPhone. We all hate it. Oh shit! How did they get one of these? Okay, this is. I did not realize this was in here. So we also are going to have. You can. Oh my god. They've gotten one before me, man. Look at this. This is our head cam. So this is going to be an Android based camera. It's a super light system because you don't have to use the iPhone. iPhones are heavy, which is annoying. And so this is gonna work for reallusion, I guess. Great. It's also gonna work great for phase shift. So yeah, this is actually a preview. We haven't even put out anything on our. Maybe we have an image of this on our site, but I haven't even played with this yet. I've played around a little bit with it, beta testing it. But it's tough. You know, the nice thing about the iPhone is it has a true depth sensor, and a true depth sensor means that you get depth, right? And when you get depth, it's why MetaHuman Animator needs an iPhone. It's why a lot of the other, Live Link needs an iPhone. A lot of them rely on iPhones because it's got that depth and it's easier to get better motion capture from it. But we have a solution that's going to come out, and then this is going to be a little bit more expensive than this guy because this doesn't have any electronics. But you could also do whatever you wanted with this, right? I love that it's just a mount. It has nothing to do with motion capture, really. If you don't want to use it for motion capture, it's just a mount, and it just works on your head, and it's professional, and it feels good, and it's nice. But yeah, man, look at this. It's crazy. Didn't even realize. Look, you can see. Yeah, it's an IR camera, I'm pretty sure. That's so funny. I had no idea that they used they got an early copy. That's so rad. Craziness. Okay. So let's go in and let's name these things. This is Leo Moody Idle. Ooh. This is just standing and idling and holding my swords. Very cool. Then what do we got next? Leo music nodding. So he's just chilling. Peace. Might have to do some cleanup on this one, it looks like. And cleanup is a standard part of Rokoko motion capture. It's a standard part of the workflow. It's a really important part of the workflow, too. It doesn't take very long, and you can get much better results. And you can kind of see some wonkiness down here. Usually any really small segments are not real. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete them, the small ones, right off the bat. You can see that my foot probably should have come off the ground a little bit earlier there. This one too. This one too. Just look at this beginning. Let's let it process. You can see it goes through and I'm blocking the thing here. Let's go up there. But it goes through and processes every time I make changes. No, that's not good. So maybe we'll undo some of these. And you gotta play around and tweak them, to get the best result. I might not kind of worry about that too, because I'm really looking for it to start here. Yeah, and this looks great, so whatever. The beginning, I'm not even gonna bother with. Looking good. Looking really good, Sam. Looks terrible. Terrible kick. I can actually make that better in editing, though. That looks good, I think. Yeah. it's often a matter of good enough. These are not going to be full body shots. These are shots just of the upper half of the body, or maybe wide shots of this stuff. But, you know, how much time do I want to spend editing it? Leo, kata, no sword. Leo kata, and then there'll be a kata with swords. But yeah, I don't want to spend time editing it, and I don't need to. So if I don't need to, then whatever. Okay, so we can make this look good, though. This is when I was jumping and doing my kick, and this is crazy. So let's go in and let's try and make this look good. So you can see right here, I go up on my right foot, and it thinks that I'm landing. Delete that. Look at what a massive difference that makes. Deleting one thing. I mean, there you go. It's basically good now. And I'm gonna remove this segment, have myself land there. And now look at it, it's perfect, right? So it's so easy to do this cleanup. It makes such a huge difference. That's kind of a Spider-Man vibe there. And that's crazy, right? Because my foot is actually coming off the ground here. See, like you just gotta use context a little bit. Justova. So we, you know, normally we don't do a Black Friday thing. We're not doing one. That being said, we just did a webinar. And if you attend our webinars, we usually give out discounts, and we usually also do raffles. We gave away a full performance suit. We gave away gloves. We gave away face capture stuff. We gave away subscriptions to our AI mocap. And I put the link to the recording at the top of the chat. It has a discount code on there. So you didn't hear it from me, but you can go find a Black Friday discount up at the top of the chat, which I don't know if I'm supposed to do or not, but I did. Whatever. It's good. It's good to get a little discount. It's that time of the year. It's 15% off. Really fucking good. Excuse my language. Okay, so that looks great. Leo Ninja Kick. Bada boom. Spinning the pizza. Spinning a pizza and smiling. Look at that. This could be great. So I'm gonna have to edit this. That finger looks weird, but it won't look weird on retargeting. Catching the pizza. If I wanted to have it catch, I would have to level out the hands, maybe do some IK editing or something there. Ooh, I like the pizza dance though. We could definitely make that into a thing. Leo pizza spin. We're gonna call that. Clip 6. Catching the pizza on my sword. Leo sword pizza catch. Clip 7. What do we got here? Well, I want my music back. Oh yeah, sword kata. Cool. Yeah, this would definitely require editing because inevitably my swords are going to be like intersecting and stuff. So I could go in and do some editing on this. I'll call this Leo sword kata. Actually, you know what? I'm going to call this kata sword so it's alphabetically right after the other kata. Kata sword. Kata sword. And what's the last one? I forget what the last one was. Oh, pizza fight. I'm not going to bother editing this because I'm not going to use it, but it was fun to do. Yeah, Justova, you came to the right live stream, you lucky duck. But anytime we do a webinar, we do giveaways and we do discounts almost every time. And we're gonna move to having them, I think, every other month or something like that. So if you're ever like on the fence and you can wait, go to a webinar, participate in a contest. We're gonna have a contest starting in January, which is such a fun idea this time. We're gonna do a Clinton Jones-esque contest. I'm not even gonna rename. Oh, let's rename it. But I'm not even gonna export this. Okay, so there we go. But yeah, come to our webinars. Do our events. If you are looking for discounts, it's a good way to get discounts from us. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we are going to export this, and as I was arguing with Arthritic in the beginning of the live stream, in a good-natured way, I hope it came across. Sorry, Arthritic, if I was just getting into it a little bit. But yeah, we are going to be using Maya, and Arthritic was making the point that Maya and Cinema4D are not very good indie workflows, which is super valid, because Maya, although it has a new indie tier, which is $300 a year, which again sounds like a lot of money and is a lot of money. It's all relative. Maya is very powerful compared to the $1,200 a year it used to be. It's a lot cheaper now. Cinema4D costs money, obviously. Cinema4D is an indie software, though. You know, it's an expensive indie software. But the reason that I use Maya, and we're going to be using Maya today, because today we're just doing some fun and I don't have anything in particular I really want to cover. We're not doing a Cinema4D stream or whatever. We are just going to do... Yeah, I know, game developer. Yeah, so the reason why my prime workflow and the workflow that I recommend if you want AAA quality motion capture retargeting, it's using Maya. So, the Maya workflow also goes, yeah, Maya LT, exactly. It's a Maya indie now. But the reason I went on Reddit and I actually asked this question to Reddit, because I had never gotten a satisfying answer before, as to why Maya is the best retargeter, because it is the best retargeter. It just is. And there's actually a good reason for that. It's because Maya, when they integrated Motion Builder, which was a software that they purchased in one of the great consolidations, I think in like 2006 or something. Yeah, Autodesk has an indie license, exactly, Alberto. But when they integrated Motion Builder, there was a bunch of things that Motion Builder did for motion capture that were very unique. And one of them is doing this world space, action space like interpretation where it's dynamically basically in Maya you don't get foot sliding, and foot sliding is a problem in pretty much every other software. You're going to get foot sliding in Blender in most of the workflows that I know of. You're gonna get foot sliding in every software. iClone has like a footstep extraction that you can use to fight it. Cinema4D, you're going to get foot sliding. You're just going to get foot sliding. And Maya doesn't have it. So it's not really a Maya Cinema4D workflow. It's a Maya mocap workflow. And then I don't use Maya for rendering. So I export my retargeted motion capture on my characters in Maya because it's so easy to do editing in there. It's so easy to do IK editing, especially for custom characters that have atypical skeleton structures, which is a lot of characters I use. Maya can adapt to all of them better than any other software. What's going on? Ruske Vodka. Sorry, the text is so small over there, so I can't see names. But yeah, Lethan, and totally, you could, that's not to say that Maya is necessarily the best for everyone. If you are a Blender head and you know Blender really well and you can navigate some of the plugins for Blender, we have a I did a live stream. We did a live stream with Carson Reed recently, and he's a Destiny animator, and he was showing off his Blender workflow for retargeting, which was really good. And then I did a live stream in Blender showing off a control rig workflow. And those exist, but they're just not as easy to use. And as great as Blender is, unless you're in Blender all the time, it's not as easy, I find. And Maya is actually really easy. So yeah, totally. Like, retargeting is a whole thing, and paying someone like can help. But that being said, like, you can do it yourself. It's not impossible. It's just that Maya is the best, in my opinion. Yeah, Houdini has a footstep extraction thing, and they KineFX is amazing in Houdini, but it's fucking Houdini, so who knows how to use that? You know, Houdini people. But I only use Houdini for like crowd simulation because it's so complicated. And crowd simulation is weirdly not complicated if you use the shelf tools. But yeah, so that's why we're using Maya, because in my opinion, it is, if you want the best, if you want AAA mocap editing, it's like Maya is the best one. And we'll see why. Let's get into it. Let's do our retargeting right now. And the Leonardo Ninja Turtle character I have is an atypical character structure that I found. Nice. My Typo Life. TMNT dance video, baby. And Cinema4D is great too. It's just it's mocap retargeting is just leaves a little bit of something to be desired, unfortunately. We got a game dev in the house, Lethan. Getting your Godot. What's up, Reality Jump? Okay, so let's export all these guys out, and I'm gonna do everything except for Pizza Fight, because I'm not gonna do that. And you can see I can batch export all of our mocap, right? Select it over here, and then in my export tab, I could also go in and individually export these, but I want to batch export all of them because I've already gone in and done my editing. We don't need a body mesh. We're not going to Unreal Engine. You only need a body mesh if you're going to Unreal. Unreal tutorials dropping on Monday, by the way. Man, I'm so freaking excited about those. Unreal retargeting and MetaHuman specific tutorials coming out on Monday. We're going to use a Mixamo skeleton. We don't need a body mesh. We don't need face. I'm going to keep it at 30. I like using 30. It's more frames, but I like 30 for web stuff. I think it's better than 24, actually, for a lot of things. That's just how I came up. And include reference pose, and all this stuff looks good. And so I'm going to select where I want to export out my mocap. Put it in here. A little mocap folder. Select, export. Got some new background music. I'm feeling it. Just search lo-fi, you know? Just search lo-fi in the old music library, and it came up with some pretty good stuff. It's so nice having music, so I'm not just like in a room alone talking to myself. So we're exporting out these clips. In the meantime, let's open up Maya. And again, if you just joined, you missed my spiel on Maya. Maya is the best retargeting software out there, in my opinion. That obviously is not true. If you know Blender backwards and forwards, if you know Unreal backwards and forwards, use those programs. But overall, all things being equal, Maya is the best retargeting software. And we'll see why. It's going to be so easy to use. Although it has been a little laggy for me recently. Dun, 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 dun. So I've already got, what I do is I go in and I've got all of my characters basically already set up in Maya projects. Yeah, Lethan, we were just talking about that. We are working on an Android solution. And actually, if you go, which I didn't even realize, but if you go to the new AccuRig face capture, The new reallusion video about, where is it? Face mocap. Where is it? Hey, it's one of our videos. What is it called? AccuFace? Oh, AccuFace. Yeah. If you go to this video, you can see our Android solution is actually being used. We sent them, we must have sent them an advanced copy. This is an Android based head cam that we're going to be releasing. Look at it. Looks so nice. Super lightweight because it doesn't have the iPhone out front. So it's a little bit more comfortable than working with the iPhone. And it's going to produce I believe it's going to produce an IR and black and white image that you can use, to do stuff like this. And so, yeah, we are going to have this Android solution. And it's tough because it's taken us a long time because Android doesn't have true depth sensors. But yeah, it's cool. It's not a webcam. It's just a camera. It plugs into your Android phone. It'll have a USB-C, plugs into your Android, and then or you can plug it into your computer, I guess. But the idea is that you'd be mobile, right? So you could plug it into an Android, put the Android in your pocket, and then stream to Rokoko Studio or stream to wherever. But yeah, looks great, man. Okay. So I got my Leo. It's already all set up and rigged. He is good to go. And if we go and import our motion capture, we export our mocap right here. And what are we going to start with? We're going to start with the kata. So again, I've already gone in and we have tutorials on retargeting in every software except for Unity. We're getting to Unity. Unity is hard. I'm not a Unity person. But we have tutorials for this whole workflow on our YouTube channel. And we have tutorials for Blender, and Unreal is coming, and Cinema4D, and all the other softwares, and reallusion. I don't know. Natero, you record with one camera. Oh, you're talking about the free AI motion capture tool. Is it single camera webcam? If it is, there's just going to be some, there's only so much we can do with single camera AI that is not true depth, right? So you could fix it in retargeting, right? When you're putting it on your character, you can fix it that way in like a software. And I was actually just talking about how we have retargeting tutorials in all the softwares. So go check out those tutorials, and you can do some editing, and you could tilt the body backwards or forwards. So I think that's what you're talking about. Okay. But we need to create a new character definition. I've got a Mixamo preset already. So character definitions is when you tell the software, hey, this is the right bone, this is the right arm bone, this is the right forearm bone, this is the right hand. And you need to do that for your mocap, and you need to do that for your character. You can see, look, if I click this left hand, oh, you can't see my Rokoko guy, but he's there. I don't know where he is. But basically, this is going in and I'm telling Maya, hey, these are where all these bones are. So it knows that when it is retargeting, obviously not right. Hold on. And man, this is why, oh no. I know what the problem is. This is why Maya is so great, because Maya, this was a very weird model that I found, and I had to do a lot of work on it, and it's very atypical, and I really could only do that in Maya. Now it's getting all laggy. Maya. I might just shut it down. Hold on. But don't wig out on me now. Of course you're choosing when I'm live. Yeah, I had to do some crazy stuff to get this model to work. Okay. Oh, right. Of course, this is what happens. Okay. This could all fall apart right here. But I don't want it to. Oh, fuck. Are you kidding me? Happened? What happened? You were working. I stand by it. I stand by Maya. Oh God. So much work went into making this guy work right. Maybe I can try. You know what? Hold on. Let's try this. It's not good that when I unlock this. Oh no, no! Live. Laughs in Blender. No, oh my God, I went through this whole friggin' thing. This model specifically was a nightmare because it had non-zero transformations that were on it on the bones already, and this, oh God damn. Wait, but why? Oh, thank God. Okay. Okay. Well, let's try it. Let's see. I was using the wrong project. Please have it be the wrong project. There's nothing like a live stream. Just always screwing you up. So much work. This is the project file. Okay. Anyway, here we go. Looks great. Life flashing before my... Oh, no, we do, Lethan. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but I'm not a modeler, baby. No, Anthony. Good question. It's on the list. Cascadeur is coming up more and more. We're actually working on adding our own physics filter into Rokoko Studio. So I'm pumped about that. But yeah, we'll do a Cascader one. That's a good one. Or Cascador. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna bake this, and it's gonna build a control rig for us. So now I'm gonna laugh in Maya, because you can't do this in Maya. As long as you've done a character definition, it will generate an IK control rig for you for custom characters. That is such a pain in the butt to set up in Blender, and it is so easy to do in Maya. So this is why it's so good. Lethan. Cascador. Cascador. Is it Cascador? My American shitty mind is like Cascader. Cascador. The feet don't drift. That's the other thing. No drifting in Maya. It is doing magic. It's doing things that the other softwares just simply cannot do through a combination of behind the scenes magic. And it's incredible. You can see it's caching, which is a little bit annoying. This is a complicated model. But we now have a control rig. Yes. So bubbles, exactly. Physics filter. Like preventing, making the body act more naturally, preventing intersections, doing things like that. So that's what we're working on. Maya's gonna keep crashing on me, 'cause it feels like really making me look stupid on this stream. Yeah. Hey, dead bush lover? Yeah, we do. We have a great Maya tutorial working through my workflow. Again, there's always a caveat to anything that I do, which is that I am dumb. You know, I'm a generalist. So I only go pretty much skin deep on a lot of these things, but I have a workflow I absolutely love in Maya when it chooses not to crash on me. But yeah, it's on our channel. We have retargeting workflows for everything. What's up? Oh, Max. Doesn't help that I'm working on my laptop, probably. But I don't care. We got time. Restart Maya, baby. Let's go again. Ooh, I could shut down Rokoko Studio. That might help. Cascador. Oh, also, was my Maya not... It was, sorry, I have an ultra wide screen, so I think it was not showing the right thing. Okay, let's do it again. Let's import Arcada. I mean, this is the other thing about Maya, and I say, that Maya is the best knowing this. Maya is like super buggy. Like undo in Maya breaks projects still. It's like a bug that's been in there forever. And it's still the best, in my opinion. If I wasn't working with this crazy model, it would be much better. Oh, Max, burn. If I can show it. I'm trying to show it. Yeah, but we're doing some motion capture retargeting animation work. Maya is hated by everyone. The people who like it hate it. Maya is rough, but it's also amazing. Stand by it. I'm gonna let this cache this time. And as you can see, again, it auto-generated this IK rig for us. So now we can go in and let's do some mocap editing. And let's see if this breaks again. But there's this great animation layer system that is awesome. And so I'm going to grab the right wrist and I'm going to add an animation layer right here. Let it cache a little bit. And we can do, yes, it is Lethan. Oh my God. Maya, don't be laggy on me like this. Okay, but we can do some editing. Add a keyframe. And now this hand is gonna be, oh my God. It's because this freaking model is so heavy. Maybe we'll like go grab, I have another one actually. Should we do the other one? I don't want to. I want to do it with this one. Let's do it with the other one. I have another model. I like this model though. It looks so freaking good. Hold on. Where are you? I know I got you saved here. Hold on, finding this other model. We're gonna go from scratch. We're just gonna go from scratch. Annoying. It's okay. No, Blender's amazing. No hate on Blender. Blender's incredible. But it also has its own limitations, right? Everything has limitations. There's no perfect software. It really depends on what your workflow is. Ugly ass Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle model. Okay, but let's use him. You can see here we have a super non-standard model. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in a little T-pose. And we're just going to do this whole workflow from scratch. But generally, you know, when you're doing mocap workflows, you need the first frame of your model to match the first frame of your mocap. So for Rokoko, you can export in either an A pose or a T pose. I normally do a T pose. What the hell is this? But you can see, I mean, this is like a normal model. So I shouldn't have as many problems. It just doesn't look as good. I'm gonna have to go and do that other one on my own time. Because this guy is like a rip from some video game. We got Leo in the T-pose. I'm actually gonna go and I'm going to adjust the leggies though too. Because Rokoko mocap, you want the legs to be really underneath the body. Like that. Then we're gonna build a custom character definition. We can do this really quickly. Again, the advantage of Maya. We have mirroring on the bones. And you can totally do this in all the different softwares. I just like Maya. And you can see it's doing both sides, which is nice for us. Left thigh, left knee, left ankle, left toe. Now we just need to go and find the neck. And now we have fully set up a custom character. Did I just move something? No. And actually, I'm gonna go and I'm just gonna stand him more upright. We'll lock this. Not gonna deal with these swords. Oh, maybe they're attached. Okay. We'll save this project. Leo, VG rigged. Okay, so let's go import our mocap to this guy. So sad. So sad. Leo Kata. New character definition. Select the hips. Load in my Mixamo preset. There we go. Doesn't look nearly as cool, but that's okay. Let's go and bake this to a control rig. Yeah, so that model is just so heavy. Goddamn. How can I fix that? I have to work on that. Yeah, no problems here, right? And I can delete my mix mode. It's not going to crash, I say. Yeah, right? It's fine. Now if I want to go up and I can see that, you know, I've got some like clipping issues throughout the entire thing. And a lot of these can be fixed by just taking the hands, the arms, and initially I can create an animation layer and make them just go up like that a little bit more. Let's create an animation layer for that. And then we'll have less clipping. Yeah, but we still gotta fix some of this stuff. So let's go grab this hand, create an animation layer. Add a keyframe. Right here, we don't want it intersecting with the head, right? So let's, oh, I grabbed the wrong thing. I need that. Add a keyframe. Zero it out here. This is all covered in our tutorial on Maya. But this is actually a really easy way to do mocap editing. So this is good. I'm showing the workflow. But you know what? I'm not going to do this. We're going to go back and we're going to use the glitchy one, and I'm going to make that work. And we're just going to do one animation. And because I can't, this guy does not look sexy. And I need my sexy Leo. I'm sorry. So we're going back. We're going back, and we're just going to choose an animation that doesn't need editing. And I'm going to do the rest of them on my own time. And I'm going to get rid of some of these extra polygons that we just don't need. Maybe that'll help. We can get rid of all this stuff. We do not need this. This guy looks so good. Ugh. I'm going to save this. Okay, let's go import our mocap. We're going to choose something that's not going to need a lot of editing. And something that's shorter. So which one of these works for that? We're just gonna do music nodding because I do want this. No, we're not gonna do music nodding. We're gonna do, where's my, I thought there was like a cinematic idle. Moody idle. That's what we're gonna do. Add a new character definition. It seems to be going so much faster now. Maya is a tricky little bitch of a beast. We'll try and do some editing. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna bake it to a control rig. Good chat going on about Maya Blender. No, Blender's amazing for animation. I'm catching up on some of this stuff. Blender's incredible for animation. Blender's great. The really, I mean, it's kind of splitting hairs. Like, the real advantage of Maya is that it is better for multiple bigger studios to work with. Blender, because of its reference system, apparently, is what, from what I understand, because the way that Blender saves and accesses files, it makes it trickier to use Blender at large scale. Also, Blender has no enterprise at all. Blender has no marketing department. Blender walks the walk of being free. Like, they have no, if a company wanted like a studio, which, you know, has some of the, you know, studios are where most of the best animators in the world work, right? They end up going to studios. They go to Pixar, they go to DreamWorks, they go to whatever, ILM. There's no one that ILM could talk to at Blender to make changes to Blender. They don't do that. Like, and we've tried to reach out to Blender. They have no, they're like a decentralized, it's amazing. They are incredible because it's free. They really believe in the way that they do things, which is really, you know, to the advantage of the everyday user. But because Maya is built into these bigger workflows, you can do things with Maya that are harder to do at scale in Blender, or impossible to do at scale in Blender. So, yes, this is the OG Turtles. That's why this guy looks so freaking good. Can I delete this? Are you gonna freak out? Just don't freak out on me, man. Are you gonna freak out on me? Yeah? You've chosen? Okay, yeah. Cache, Maya, what are you doing? Cache faster. Okay. Maya. I'm just gonna go slow. selecting both the thumbs. Add a new animation layer. It's gonna be like, I don't want to cache anymore. Maybe I won't even do any editing. Maya, why are you doing this to me? I'm trying to look cool in front of my friends. Maya's got some weird... Do I have, like, not a lot of space on my hard drive? No? I have a ton of space. But I simply cannot use the other model. Can't do it. We need this guy. You're gonna see why. He looks so freaking cool. And if you just wait, I mean, I can wait for this to cache and I could do my edits, but I don't think it's worth it, frankly. Well, oh, you keep teasing me and like... I want to fix this thumb, man. Keyframe. Deletes the cache. If I just move slowly. Also, part of my problem is always like, I just move too quick. Yeah, I am Omex. It's a laptop. My desktop is out of commission right now. But it should be handling this fine. It's just Maya. It's honestly Maya. Maybe if I update to 2023. Don't get it twisted. Maya sucks. But it's also great. It's this model in particular I've chosen is shooting me in the foot. No, see, I shouldn't have. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on, little buddy. Finish your caching. Come on. Let's go. Think through it. I know you can do it. Come on. See this right here? Okay. Catching up. The other thing that Maya has that's awesome is a Butterworth filter, which I'm not even going to get into. God, Maya. Keyframe. That's it. We're just going to export this out. But yeah, I got a bunch of stuff happening on here. That being said, this computer should really be able to handle anything. It's this particular project file. It's this particular model. But it's worth it. It looks so good. I wonder if there's something I can do to this model to make it work better. Just letting it cache. Just let it cache. Just Sam, let it cache. Let it cache. Okay, see? And then it's fine. Oh, I really want to fix this arm. Do I dare? Oh, yeah. Fuck it. We're here. Let's do it. Yeah. Okay. Cash. Good. Good job. I'm not, look, no hands. I'm not messing with you, bro. Maybe if I just let it like think for a little bit longer, it's fine. Now it seems to be caching much faster. But I'm not gonna do any more edits. I wasn't even on the right animation layer there. It's not worth it. Oh, he looks so cool. It is worth it. That's not gonna work anymore. But I'm not gonna go through the trouble of fixing it. Okay. As soon as you stop being mean, Maya. Export all. Slow. Oh my God, you're so slow. I'm just gonna put it in here. Okay. Ugh, what a slog. It's going through. It's doing its thing. It's thinking. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, beep, beep. Because it's better. I had to go back. I had to go back because the other model looks like this. Come on. It just looks so freaking good, man. I had to. I'm probably screwing up Maya by like messing with this, but I don't care. Don't care. It's all worth it. IMO. Doing some octane silliness. Oh, no. I think it did it with the funky. Oh my god, it didn't work. Well, at least we've got Leo's head. Ugh. Oh my god, so many other problems. I don't even want to show you the body because it's got basically all these twisted arms. I don't care. I don't care. We're leaving it here. We're leaving it here. We made something. That's what counts sometimes. Ugh. We are doing more Maya workflows next week and it's not going to be as bad. Ugh. So annoying. I'm gonna have to go and do a bunch of investigations. Look at how cool this freaking looks. Gosh darn it. Ugh. Looks so awesome. We can still make something cool. I do not care. We're just gonna ignore the arms because this is like part of the freaking the thing that was gonna make it so much fun. You know what? Hold on. F, we are getting in, and we are actually we need to make this more like this. Let's call it like that. Oop. Then we just need to shrinky these guys. Then we are going to remesh this. You're gonna see what I'm gonna do. Let's go by polygon count. 700. There we go. Let's create a new head wrap texture that doesn't have a normal. Make it blue. Then what we're gonna do is we are going to make 2 of these. Right? We're gonna take these guys and we are going to just throw them underneath that head. We're gonna make them cloth. We are going to, oh, there's a better way to do this. I should have just, I'm just gonna double one of them. Then we need a vertex tag. Paint this up. Boop, 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 boop to the very end here. Then we go into cloth and we can, by the vertex tag, only make the green bit cloth, right? So it's following the head. Pretty cool. Oh, looks like I missed a spot. Hmm. 98% opacity? Come on. Cannot catch a break. There we go. Pause that. There we go. Now we got some cloth. And we are going to do some cloth magic. We're going to up the sub steps on the simulation. Make it 30. Make the damping 5. Turn the gravity down to -50. Add a wind. Like that. We need to up that wind. I'm going to actually change it so the cloth only activates after the first couple frames. Keyframe it on. Change the wind to be more powerful. Way more powerful. See? Starting to get something cool here. We gotta duplicate this guy, of course. Make sure that it's right by its buddy. Another thing, I'm gonna get around to making blend shapes for this. Let's grab that wind. That's all I wanted, man. That's all I wanted to do. You know? Let's maybe make one of them like a lot longer. Can we do that? Yeah. Oh, and we got something. We got something out of it. That's too much. Let's just add a noise into the bump. No, obviously. No. It's too smooth, obviously. Bump's not going to work because it doesn't have a UV map or something weird. But there you go, you know, there you go. It's something. I think this needs way less damping. Looks cool, at least. Something. Okay, well, I think we're gonna call this stream right here. Do my little render. But you know, at least we got a little something out of it. I don't like that cloth. It's way too uniform, obviously. Oh, it's pretty cool. I don't know, it's looking pretty cool. And then, of course, haven't saved this entire time. He can blink. Yeah, it's part of why I went through all this effort with this model, is because it is rigged with facial bones. So I can go in and do some blinking if I want to spend the effort. The goal eventually with this guy is to build ARKit blend shapes for him so I could use Rokoko facial motion capture, which I can do, but it's just going to be a lot more work. This would probably be caching a lot faster if I had not had Octane on while I was doing it, but damn, I can't figure out what I did wrong with that other Maya thing. Anyway, thanks for joining, everyone. Fun one. Fun to get back into cinema. Honestly, I haven't spent that much time in cinema recently. Been in Unreal so much. And for people who joined, you know, check the beginning of the chat. I put the link to our most recent webinar, which has a discount in it. So go check that out if you're curious about getting a little discount. We're not doing a Black Friday, Cyber Monday discount, but there is a discount. I think it's VFX 15% off the store. I don't know. It was limited, so it might not be working anymore, but in theory, you could try it. I think this is too much wind. not enough gravity. That looks much better, but of course now I've got to set up collisions. But let's do it. Because I want to. Because I want to. I want to do a render. Oh my god, those legs so messed up. Cool. That's the vibe right there. Cool. Okay, that looks really great. I'm going to call it there. Something. Well, thanks for joining, everyone. See ya. We'll be back. We'll probably won't be here next Thursday because it's Thanksgiving in the States, and which is a holiday. But maybe we'll do one on Wednesday. You know, we'll schedule it so it'll be live, and yeah, we'll see you at the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Super fun, although we ran into all those problems in Maya. Typical live streaming business, of course. But yeah, check out our YouTube channel for tutorials on how to do all this stuff. It's all on there. Check out the ultimate retargeting playlists, and we will see you in the next one. Okay. Peace, everyone. Have a good weekend.